Hello again, this is not a review, it is just me looking at a thing and talking about it. Also, I'm still not interested in being sold on all the RG kits. I like 1/100th scales myself. This is a Re-100, or Reborn 100 kit from Victory Gundam. It's the Gun Easy. It's just the basic gym unit, the basic grunt, Fetty grunt equivalent, like a GM. But from Victory. In modern dollars, the retail price for this is really interesting for a 1/100th scale kit. It's like a low-end first generation MG reprint, or one of the larger HG 1/100s or something like that. It's about $35 US. It is out of print right now, however, and there is something very funky about the value here, and also its scale and size, because like I mentioned, this is from Victory, and if you're not familiar with Victory, well, during the Victory era, Bandai was making things smaller. That's an EG new. This is a 1/44th scale Gundam. This is a 1/100th scale GM unit, basically. So what happened there? They made them really that much smaller to try to bring down prices. Now, new over here, this EG new is an unusually tall mech in universe. But this is, as Gundam goes through its history, this is an unusually small one. So if you see this thing and you look at its original price, if it gets reprinted again, just know that it's not quite as good of a deal as it might look like for a 1/100th scale. But I like it regardless. I like it a heck of a lot. The color scheme is fantastic. Could use maybe a little bit more black or dark gray, even darker than the frame. This does have a little bit of waist articulation and has a fair amount of articulation, much more than the last Re-100 that I did, which was the Mark III Unit 8, right? And this, I just applied a basic matte coat to most of the sprues, but I did not apply anything. If I recall correctly, I don't think I applied anything as a top coat to the dark brown sprue, which includes the blaster here. Sorry, it's that's just how my table works right now. But if I did this again, actually, in the future, I will probably come back and add a top coat to this, because that's just a little bit too shiny to me. But the rest of it looks really good. I also only did panel lining with a basic non-pour type ultra fine tip marker. Some of it wasn't done that well. And it does come with a nice sticker sheet, not water slides, but just stickers. And I think they're nicely designed. Just overall, I think the design of this mech is good. And check out the beam shield here. It's got a holographic effect. You can see, light has to hit it just right for you to really be able to see that effect. But when it does, it's nice. And just the shaping of it is good, even without seeing that holo effect. It has a very bursty, blasty kind of mold to it, and it also it's dual molded, or either that or printed. So you do have an additional color. I think it's just printed, actually. I thought it was dual molded, but I think it might just be printed. My eyes might be deceiving me a little bit there. So you get the kind of milky white in there to represent the plasma energy and whatnot. And I especially like right up here in the head. See the cheek vents? Those are foil stickers. So it has a foil sticker sheet and a regular sticker sheet. And then, obviously the eyes are done with a foil sticker. And those are fairly round, so you do have to put some time into shaping those in. You got the camera, you got the little optic at the end of the bazooka here and everything. But I really like the use of the foil around the cheek vents, because behind there is shaping like that, and you can panel line it in. It's a little bit difficult to get it cleaned up just properly, but I like that little bit of metallic shine that's added in there. Really simple bazooka, but I like the colors, the fact that they went with a slightly different hue as well as a darker tone for the green. And again, I just personally could have used a little bit more of a very dark gray on this, preferably even darker than the inner frame, for some things like maybe the shoulders and the elbows. I understand, I think this is going fairly close to an accurate look, but just to me personally, those bits would have looked better if they were not a special color like that. You know, not such a saturated color. But all in all, I'm very happy with this. You can put the bazooka on the back here. This is an optional clip, of course. And yeah, that's pretty much all that I wanted to show. Just as is typical for me doing these quick videos on this channel, I'm just, again, looking at the thing and talking about it. I don't like to repose everything because I tend to finish a kit and then pose it up and then put it on display in my streaming space where I can admire it repeatedly, daily, and other people can enjoy looking at it back there as well. And I don't want to mess that up, just me personally. And so I am enjoying my hobby the way that I want to. If you're looking for reviews, by all means, please do look around on YouTube. There are a lot of folks who put so much time into doing reviews and really focusing on that and taking time away from their hobby enjoyment to bring good information and a lot of useful views and demonstrations of articulation and everything for you. But that's just that for this one. I will continue to look for more Re 100s that I personally am interested in because I like the line, even though it's much simpler than MG. And now I know, this is my first time finding out. I had heard about it. I had kind of seen it, but I had never really seen it in person and understood just how small the Victory mobile suits are. Might not be my last Victory suit, but we shall see. Again, thank you very much for watching. Hope that you enjoyed this. I've got more stuff to bring you, more stuff to demonstrate, and I will talk to you again soon.